MyMajesties.com. My Majesties, an Urban Passport member.
Now, you can't live in Texas and not have a good red meat blend. Texas Cowboy Dust is designed for steak and other red meats. It's out to be my most popular spice blend, made with onions, peppers, ground mushrooms, pink salt, and other spices. Texas Cowboy Dust also goes great with chicken, pork, vegetables, and adds a restaurant quality sheen to gravies and sauces.
A gentleman wanted to do the Black College Sports Network in partnership with the HBCUs.
Let's face it, shopping for insurance can be time-consuming. That's why when it comes to your auto, home, and life insurance needs, make things simple and trust the experts at Allstate. They will help you get the coverage that fits your needs while helping you bundle your life, home, and auto policies. Bundling saves you money, sure, but it also saves you time, so you can enjoy the things that matter most even more. Contact me, Tammy Haynes, your local agent, for a free personalized insurance quote. Allstate, are you in good hands?
Stanley Williams, a 6'5" junior.
Good afternoon and welcome back to Xavier University Convocation Center in New Orleans, Louisiana, on the campus of Xavier University for game number 2 of today in the GCAC Basketball Championships. But it is game number 1, semifinal number 1, on the men's side of the bracket between the number 2 seed, Tougaloo College Bulldogs, and the number 3 seed, Talladega College Tornadoes. The 12th ranked Tougaloo Bulldogs come into this contest with a record of 23-7 overall, 11-3 in the conference. Head coach Thomas Billups brings the defending champions back to the tournament, looking to repeat as champs and get this team back into the NAIA playoffs. For Talladega, 25th ranked in the country with a record of 24-7, 9-5 in the conference. Second-year coach Chris Wright looking to rebound, disappointing open to the tournament last year for Talladega, and this year they're looking for better results. These two teams split the two contests back in January. Tougaloo won at home 79-66, and Talladega won in February at home 78-65. Again, my name is Brian Fulford, and joining me on this broadcast, A.D. Drew and Coach Carol McLeod. And as we get ready to go into this contest, off the heels of a great first game in the women's, I'll try to set these lineups for you. As you see, Talladega in the maroon, white numbers trimmed in blue, and that initial bucket right there by number 21, Richard Bogan, who's also on the court with him. Number 5, Morris Dunnigan, the co-conference player of the year. Number 3, Daryl Baker, DeAndre Turner. Number 2 and number 1, John Warren. For Tougaloo, in the white uniforms, blue numbers, and that initial bucket right there by Datavian Porter, number 2. Also joining him, number 1, Stanley Williams, number 5, Sabron Carter, number 10, Sean Atwater, and number 11, Ladarius Woods. All right, as we get ready to get into this action, Coach.
That was a nice call. Did he call it? Did he actually call a
called a block? No, they called a block that time.
Foul number 5, Sabron Carter.
Sabron Carter called that. And we already mentioned for Talladega, Morris Donegan, the co-player of the year, but also number 3, Daryl Baker, should be noted, was the newcomer of the year. And then number 12, who we'll see coming off the bench a little later, R.J. Kelly, was the defensive player of the year. So Talladega coming in with plenty of accolades in this contest. Second free throw attempt by Baker, who is a second team all GCAC, is good, and Talladega has a 4-2 lead. Ball in the hands of Datavian Porter. Sabron Carter, tough man-to-man defense by Talladega. Atwater goes up with that. Porter unable to finish that one. Talladega with the ball. That's Dunnigan right there. Correction, that's Turner, DeAndre Turner at the top of the key. Picks up a screen. Turns it over. Let's see if they come up with the steal there. There's Ladarius Woods. First team all GCAC. Pull up. No good. Rebound by John Warren. Pushing up ahead. Dunnigan with the screen being guarded by Carter. Step back three. Count him.
Nice shot.
Co-player of the year on cue. Puts his team up 7-2. Stanley Williams, point guard, number 1. Strong to the bucket. Little push off, no call. Unable to finish that. 2 teammates come down with it. There's going to be a jump ball here. And I always have to adjust myself, Coach, because we go from a women's contest where we have quarters
right.
to the men where we play halves.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fast pace. But, you know, this game goes by pretty quickly because guys have a tendency to just kind of go fast pace. Yeah.
Exactly. And both the winning team able to get high into the 70s and hold the opponent into the mid-60s. So it'll be interesting to see, you know, the familiarity that these two teams have with one another and how this plays out.
And so they played each other. Many times have they met up this year? Twice. Okay.
And Talladega will run that little delay, that little motion offense. They do a good job of running that motion. Well, they'll make 5 to 6 quick passes before they actually really get into their offense, just to kind of see if the other team is paying attention. There's a nice turnaround jump shot by Dunnigan. As Dunnigan with 5 points, and it's a 9-2 lead for Talladega. Ball in the hand. Atwater into the lane. Tough shot by Atwater.
Some pretty aggressive defense that Talladega's putting against.
Foul on number 21, Richard Bogan, his first personal, first team foul at the line of shoot 2.
It's always interesting when we have an opportunity. We've had an opportunity to watch and broadcast and call these teams, but against Edward Waters, and so now we get a chance to kind of see them matched up against each other. So that's the one little bit of familiarity that I have as I watched them. It'll be interesting to see how they play each other.
Because recently you watched them play.
Right, against Edward Waters, and so now getting a chance to see them match up against each other.
Justin Johnson checks in for the Bulldogs.
And there's no more animated coach than Chris Wright for Talladega.
I can see that, right? He just was laying out on the floor a few minutes ago, but it helps, right? Clearly.
Much more upright, intense mannerisms by Coach Thomas Billups. But both are equally intense. And there's that little motion we talked about, and ball knocked away by Atwater. Williams up ahead. Dunnigan comes up with a steal, able to get it back to his teammate.
Nice hustle right there. And they
Baker.
play very well together.
And there's a deflection right there by Datavian Porter. And checking in right now, number 13, Xavier Heidelberg checks in for Sean Atwater. And in for Talladega, number 10.
Edwin Lewis checking in for the Tornadoes. Media timeout.
And we've got a media timeout, so at 15:52, we'll take a break. You're watching GCAC Basketball Championships on the Black College Sports Network.
Classic Atlanta soul food restaurant located in the historic West End. Q-Time Soul Food is a family business started by Fred and Christine Crenshaw. Come on in, relax, and sink your chops into our tantalizing, mouth-watering, distinctive soul food with a twist, the Q-Time way. 1120 Ralph David Abernathy Boulevard, or call your order in at 404-758-2881. Do you miss your mama's cooking? Then come on down to Q-Time, an Urban Passport member.
Wherever you've been, whatever you've been through, we have a warm welcome waiting for you at more than 325 hotels around the world. Book today at DoubleTree.com. DoubleTree by Hilton, where the little things mean everything.
9-3 is our score. 15:52 to play. Talladega inbounding underneath. Checked into the ball game. Number 10, Edwin Luis for Talladega. There's R.J. Kelly on the low block. Going up strong, and they're going to call him for traveling as he tried to power his way up against Justin Johnson.
He didn't learn that move in Powder Spring, Georgia, because we don't play like that in Georgia.
Okay, Coach. Serving notice out there. Stanley Williams in the corner. Thought about shooting a three, but he goes with the pull-up jump shot. Unable to come up with that rebound there. And there, what do we have here? Traveling. Well, what would you rather have? Would you rather have traveling or the charge? I always say.
I don't think he was in position to even have a charge call.
So you call traveling.
Okay.
Checking in for Tougaloo, number 14, Legarius White. Heidelberg going to the bucket. Left hand, unable to finish that. Ladarius Woods come up with it, and he tried to go up. And they're going to call a foul there on.
That looked like a travel.
Kelly.
Foul on number 12, R.J. Kelly.
Interesting to see who we haven't seen for Tougaloo just yet. Number 3, DeMichael Stribling, and we'll have to keep an eye on that, guys, because he is a heavy contributor for this Tougaloo team.
Okay.
As to why we aren't seeing him thus far. I haven't been made aware of any injury concerns regarding Mr. Stribling. But at a 6'6" forward center, plays with a guard skill set, he is noticeable when he's on the floor for Tougaloo. Talladega leading 9-5, 15-10. There's Kelly. Baker goes down low to Ray Doby. Doby, bit of a flop there, and no call there as
Ray Doby.
Porter tried to sell that one, but the referee wasn't buying it on the baseline. 11-5 Talladega lead. Nice spin move by Johnson. 3-point attempt by Legarius White.
Legarius White for 3.
Cuts the deficit to 3. Here comes Tougaloo.
I must say I can appreciate the up-in-your-face defense that men's basketball offers.
No traveling called on that on that move. That's all we'll say. And maybe it was because there was a bit of a deflection or maybe a tie-up there on the ball. But either way, Talladega gets the bucket to the dismay of the Tougaloo bench. There's a three-point attempt by White again. Another three-pointer, Legarius White. 2 straight three-pointers by White in the corner, same spot. Cuts it to 2. 13-11, Talladega lead. Edwin Luis with the ball. There's Doby, top of the key, no good.
Got to box out and get those rebounds. Those second attempts. Travel.
Back into the ball game for Talladega, number 5, Morris Dunnigan, and number 1, John Warren.
Morris Dunnigan check back in for Talladega.
And DeAndre Turner. White over to Woods. Woods at the top of the key, driving right. Stops, gets 2 people in the air. Let's see who they call it on.
Foul on number 5, Sabron Carter.
It's a smart, patient play.
They called number 5. It's actually going to be on Morris Dunnigan, as Sabron Carter actually plays for Tougaloo.
Correction, that foul was on Talladega, number 5, Morris Dunnigan.
I got you.
Ladarius White, shooting.
Checking into the ball game for Tougaloo. Number 5, Sabron Carter. And Justin Johnson checks out. Second attempt by Woods is no good. Had a chance to tie the game up, but it's still a 1-point lead for Talladega. Ray Doby on the low block. And this time they call him for traveling. Good post defense there that time by Datavian Porter. Opportunity for Tougaloo to grab a lead here. Down by 1. Under, with about 12:45 left to play. And let's see what they call a little action down on the low block. Let's see.
Some type of charge. No, who is between.
Or holding there possibly on Sabron Carter. Gives the ball over to Talladega. Dunnigan to Kelly. Doby to Dunnigan, looking inside at Kelly. Dunnigan, a little bit of a pump fake. Good defense by Ladarius Woods there. 5 seconds on the clock. And there's going to be a little bump on the shot attempt by Luis. And that's going to send him to the line as Ladarius White commits that foul. 12:16 left to play. Talladega leading 13-12. First free throw attempt by Edwin Lewis, the 5'10 sophomore from Deerfield Beach, Florida. Stanley Williams, Sean Atwater check in for Tougaloo. And number 34, DeMarquez Washington for Tougaloo. 3-point lead for Talladega, 12:15 to play. That's Porter. Hand off to Williams. Picks up another screen. Going to his right. Tried to get the ball back down inside, but it's going to be a kick ball off R.J. Kelly. 12:02 to play. Up top, Carter gives it over to Atwater. Stanley Williams in the corner. Decides to give it back to Atwater as well. Under 8 seconds on the play clock. 7. Atwater going to the bucket on his own. Unable to finish that. Rebound by Doby. Gives it over to Luis. And there's a reach foul. It's that lazy foul.
Soft foul.
Soft foul, lazy foul.
Foul number 2, Datavian Porter.
Always wonder why players make that foul. It's a little unnecessary foul. We're going to take a break. Talladega leading 15-12. As we take a timeout on the floor, you're watching the GCAC Basketball Championships on the Black College Sports Network.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down. It's like a loop machine.
It didn't. What happened was a gentleman wanted to do the Black College Sports Network in partnership with the HBCU or these black colleges.
Absolutely.
And it would have educated the Black College Sports Network. This is what he wanted to do. That would have educated a lot of black kids. Okay. That was the real reason why I got into it, was when I saw what happened with the Black College Sports Network, which I
11:40 remaining in the first half here. Men's semifinal game number 1. Talladega Tornadoes leading 15-12 over the Tougaloo College Bulldogs.
Talladega comes in this game ranked 25 in the nation. Tougaloo ranked number 12 in the nation.
R.J. Kelly on the block.
Oh.
being guarded down low and unable to get that to fall. Rebound by Washington. No, it's going to go out of bounds on John Warren. It'll be Talladega ball.
Checking in for Talladega, number 2, Phil Winston, and number 3, Darrell Baker.
The substitutions are another thing that is always interesting for Talladega and even Tougaloo. Both teams use 9 to 10 guys. They get, they get a lot out of every player on that bench, or almost every player on that bench. Little weave action there by Tougaloo down inside. Carter going left. It's stolen away by Dunnigan. Goes behind the back. Into the lane. Off the glass and in. By the by the co-player of the year in the GCAC, Morris Dunnigan.
Got the basket.
The senior guard from Joliet, Illinois. And here's another substitution for Talladega.
Bogan checks back in for Talladega.
Richard Bogan.
It's interesting. So I look at Talladega's line, their roster, and they have a very fluid. Like he can kind of keep some people around along with his seniors too. So that's an interesting roster that he has.
Dega's been dominant for a few years here in the GCAC.
And as we noted, the unfortunate first round knockout a year ago, Talladega managed to getting to the semifinals this year. I would say probably very hungry to get to the championship game, and they're going to call it traveling on number 10, Sean Atwater there. .10:45 to play. Three-point attempt by Darrell Baker is good from deep.
Darrell Baker for
the newcomer of the year
like
from out of Jeffersonville, Indiana.
Step back and fix the ball on his fingers. He had enough time to.
Well, he's a Hoosier. He knows how to shoot. Us Hoosiers.
He had enough time
they
to
know how
set
to
it
shoot.
up.
Something about them boys from Indiana.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Now, let's see. We got a little foul inside. Let's see. They're going to call that, I believe, on 21 Bogan.
21, Richard Bogan.
Richard Bogan, his second foul, fourth team foul. Substitution for Tougaloo. Ladarius Woods checks in. And DeMarcus Washington out. No, check that.
Also returning, number 34, DeMarcus Washington.
Actually, the wrong person came out. I believe Datavian Porter was meant to come out. The official is actually part of the floor. Dunnigan with a heads-up play off the glass in transition. He missed that, though. It's going to go off of DeAndre Turner. Checking back into the ball game for Tougaloo, number 23, Justin Johnson. I'll tell you, the one thing I will say, you learn the players for these two teams rather quickly with the number of substitutions.
Right.
that is the one thing I can say about these two teams.
Well, I would imagine the coach having such a fast pace.
They wanted, should that have been a goaltending?
Yeah.
Should it have been a goaltending?
I would say yes.
21-12 lead for Talladega. The officials don't call it.
It was close. But one thing you talk about those subs, Brian, you'll see they'll play 10, 11, even 12 in the first half.
Young man has an awesome shot.
It'll be 8 in the second half.
Darrell Baker knocks that bucket down, and there's Coach Billups talking to the official, looking for that goaltend. Unfortunately, they can't give it back to you later.
Right.
Once they call it, it's gone. So we're going to stay here in the action. 23-12, Talladega leading right now over Tougaloo. And again, that's something, I don't have any information right now on DeMichael Stribling, number 3, but I can tell you, having watched enough, or, especially going back to last year and then one game this year, not having him on the floor for Tougaloo right now is making a difference. Early, it's making a difference. 9:34 left to play in the first half. Sean Atwater with the ball coming across the half-court line, being guarded by DeAndre Turner. Stanley Williams going left into the lane. Through traffic, knocked out. Atwater comes out with it. He pulls up for 3. He got him.
Sean Atwater for 3.
Sean Atwater from out of the ATL with that bucket.
Nothing like the ATL.
23-15, Talladega leading. And let's see, what do we have here? Oh, the officials stopped the action here. And they're going to call a foul on number 1, Stanley Williams.
Foul on number 1, Stanley Williams, his first personal. 15 foul in the first half.
Let's keep an eye on the action there between Williams and number 2, DeAndre Turner, as that is what the officials were watching. Dunnigan with the ball. Thought about pulling up. He does decide. Woo! Wow. Morris Dunnigan.
Morris Dunnigan.
On fire.
Conference and scored at 19 again.
11 points in the first half. Talladega with a 26-15 lead. Atwater tries to answer with a 3. Johnson comes up with a rebound. He goes back up with it and count it.
And 1.
Go with the old school 3-point play when the shot from beyond the arc doesn't fall.
Morris Dunnigan, his second personal, 15 foul. At the line to shoot 1 for Tougaloo, number 23, Justin Johnson.
Johnson
leads conference in field goal percentage, shooting 64.4%, and we see why right there, Brian.
preparing to check in. Well, did check in for Talladega was Edwin Luis.
Edwin Luis checks in for Talladega, and Xavier Heidelberg returns for Tougaloo.
Xavier Heidelberg checks back in for Tougaloo, number 13. Free throw attempt by Johnson, and there'll be another sub in the ball game.
Porter returns for Tougaloo.
Tavian Porter, and Johnson will come out. 26-18, and here we go. Tougaloo picking up in their 2-2-1. See if Talladega handles, how Talladega answers the pressure. In the corner is Bogan. No good. Rebound by Williams, and here they go on the break. Up ahead to Heidelberg. To the bucket. Nice glide off the glass. It's in. Cuts the deficit to 6. Right back comes Talladega. DeAndre Turner with the ball, being guarded tightly by Williams.
Whoa. Bad pass, almost went into the bucket.
Dobie comes up with it. Inside to Bogan. He's unable to secure it. And it goes off of Talladega. It'll be Tougaloo ball. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 7:48 remaining in the first half. We'll take a break. You're watching GCAC Basketball Championships on the Black College Sports Network.
Majesty is a premium health and wellness tea line focused on bringing delicious yet healthy tea blends to the community. Filled with an abundance of vitamins and antioxidants, we work to blend teas with exotic spices and fruits to produce scrumptious and wholesome beverages. So check us out at mymajesties.com. That's MyMajesties.com. My Majesties, an Urban Passport member.
Now, you can't live in Texas and not have a good red meat blend. Texas Cowboy Dust is designed for steak and other red meats. It's out to be my most popular spice blend, made with onions, peppers, ground mushrooms, pink salt, and other spices. Texas Cowboy Dust also goes great with chicken, pork, vegetables, and adds a restaurant quality sheen to gravies and sauces.
A gentleman wanted.
Guys, let's go. Let's pick it up. 7:48 to play left in the first half. Brian Fulford, AD Drew, Carol McLeod here calling this men's semifinal game number 1 between the 12th ranked Tougaloo Bulldogs and 25th ranked Talladega Tornadoes. There's a three-point attempt by Legarius White, no good. And yeah, that's got to be a foul on Edwin Luis.
That was some good hustle, right? In theory.
Edwin Lewis, his first
Good hustle after a bad shot.
If you come down there, I always say you got to dive on the floor and not dive on the player. Sometimes you don't see that called, or I've seen enough games where that doesn't get called. Credit to the officials for recognizing that he established contact before he actually went down on the floor and touched the ball. Stanley Williams at the top of the key picks up a screen. There's Ladarius Woods for three. Count him.
Nice.
Ladarius Woods, a first-team All-GCAC player, cuts it to a three-point ball game now. Talladega, one possession lead over Tougaloo. Turner into the lane. Nice smooth shot by DeAndre Turner.
Nice pull-up shot above the defense. Wow.
Ladarius Woods for three.
2 in a row for Woods.
Yeah, around the perimeter.
28-26. Inside, Kelly unable to finish that one. Rebound by Tougaloo. Williams pushing up the floor. Little move into the lane between the legs. Knocks that down. Nice smooth move. Stanley Williams. And there's a timeout by Talladega as we have a tie ball game with 6:24 to play in the first half. We're going to take a break. You're watching GCAC Basketball Championships on the Black College Sports Network.
To do the Black College Sports Network in partnership with the HBCUs.
Let's face it, shopping for insurance can be time-consuming. That's why when it comes to your auto, home, and life insurance needs, make things simple and trust the experts at Allstate. They will help you get the coverage that fits your needs while helping you bundle your life, home, and auto policies. Bundling saves you money, sure, but it also saves you time, so you can enjoy the things that matter most even more. Contact me, Tammy Haynes, your local agent, for a free personalized insurance quote. Allstate.
6:24 to play in the first half. Tie ball game now, as Tougaloo has gone on a bit of a run here against Talladega to tie this one up. Some great shooting there by Ladarius Woods, a couple of threes. There's an answer by Edwin Lewis to put Talladega back up by 2, 30-28. 6 minutes to play. Williams loses it. Done again, and he's fouled.
I was looking forward to seeing the other end of that play.
Fouled by Woods as Morris Dunnigan fell over.
His first personal, 16 foul.
Both teams have 16 fouls, so next free throw, or next foul, both teams are in the bonus. Dunnigan going right all the way to the lane with the left finish. Unable to get it to fall, but he did get fouled by
number 23,
Justin Johnson.
17 foul.
So that will send
for Talladega, number 5,
Dunnigan to the line to shoot 2.
Do you know if Carl Johnson ever gets in, the 6'8" player on Tougaloo?
Sean Atwater checks in for Tougaloo.
You ever seen him?
Dobie for Talladega.
At 6'8"?
Not sure we've seen him.
Okay.
Doesn't play a whole lot. He's only averaging 6 minutes a game.
Okay. Not gonna work.
Second free throw attempt by Dunnigan is good. 5:45 to play. Talladega with a 31-28 lead over Tougaloo. Atwater with the ball in his hands over to Woods on the right wing. Driving left into the lane. Finish, unable to get that to fall. Rebound by Dunnigan.
You know, it's very interesting that these two teams are playing this close. The first half has been the tail of the tape for these two teams. Both teams, in the two previous matchups, they've taken a big lead in the first half.
Rebound by Atwater. Hits Stanley Williams trailing behind him. Unable to get that to fall, but Atwater comes up with it. Gives it over to Woods. He's been hot, and he knocks another one down. Ladarius Woods with his third three-pointer of the half. Ties it up with 5 minutes to play. 31-31.
Definitely keeping them in this ball game.
And there's a foul called on number 2, Datavian Porter.
Foul on number 2, Datavian Porter.
He turned his shoulder, didn't quite get his chest in front of the ball.
Morris Dunnigan to shoot 1 and 1 for Talladega.
Morris Dunnigan at the free throw line again. Makes the first one. 32-31 lead for Talladega.
Got substitution.
Second free throw attempt is good. I missed that substitution there.
We got number 5, Carter, came in on Tougaloo.
Sabron Carter checked back in for Tougaloo. Williams going right. Talladega switching on defense. There's a bit of a mismatch. He's guarded by Doby. There's Johnson spinning baseline. Being guarded by Kelly, but the nice tip in by Sabron Carter.
Sabron Carter with the tip in.
Back to a 33 tie.
Talladega's definitely going to have to get a bigger lead if they want to not keep exchanging baskets like this.
Dunnigan playing a little two-man with Doby. He decides to shoot from deep, unable to make that one. Doby hustling, but it goes out of bounds on Doby.
Always want to dive into your own bench. Not
Timeout on the court.
Don't dive into the visiting team's bench. Smart heads-up play. Under 4 minutes to play. We'll take a break. You're watching the GCAC Basketball Championships on the Black College Sports Network.
Are you in good hands?
Q Time is a classic Atlanta soul food restaurant located in the historic West End. Q Time Soul Food is a family business started by Fred and Christine Crenshaw. Come on in, relax, and sink your chops into our tantalizing, mouth-watering, distinctive soul food with a twist, the Q Time way. 1120 Ralph David Abernathy Boulevard, or call your order in at 404-758-2881. Do you miss your mama's cooking? Then come on down to Q Time, an Urban Passport member.
It's like a loot machine. All around town, people trying to get down. It's like a loot machine.
Back to live action here. 3:58 to play. Tie ball game between Talladega and Tougaloo. Tougaloo in white, Talladega in the maroon trimmed in blue. Deflected out of bounds by DeAndre Turner into the first row. Be Tougaloo ball on the sideline.
Edmund Lewis returns for the Tornadoes.
Stanley Williams with the ball, going left, goes inside to Johnson in the short corner. Williams gives it back to him again. Nearly stolen away, battling for a position there.
4 seconds, 3 seconds.
On the shot clock, Williams decides to go, and he is fouled with probably, what, 1 second left?
1.5, baby.
Fouled by Ray Doby. That was a tough bucket there by
Personal foul, 7th team foul.
by Stanley Williams, and it gives Tougaloo their first lead of the game, 35-33 with 3:29 to play in the first half. And checking in now for Tougaloo, number 12, Arother Ratliff. And he comes in for Justin Johnson. And Stanley Williams converts to three-point play. And the Bulldogs are up by 3 with 3:25 to play. They have battled back in this contest. Edwin Luis, he's going to be fouled by Stanley Williams.
Foul on number 1, Stanley Williams, his first personal.
Let's see how long it goes before Talladega puts Morris Dunnigan back in the game.
Justin Johnson checks in for Tougaloo.
Luis knocks that bucket down, or free throw down. He's got 5. We mentioned, I just mentioned Dunnigan because he has 14 points to lead all scorers in this contest. And there's the second free throw that's down. 36-34, Tougaloo leading. Sean Atwater driving right. Let's see what they call. Little hand check there possibly on Luis.
Yeah,
Foul
little
number
body.
10, Edwin Lewis, his second personal.
Edwin Lewis, excuse me. And shooting 1-and-1 here, Sean Atwater. And there he makes that first one.
Both these teams are shooting light
Ratliff and Heidelberg check back in for Tougaloo.
Tougaloo 7 of 9 with this free throw attempt to go. Dega's 10 of 11.
Makes the second bucket. 38-35. Lewis going left, and they're going to call that foul Heidelberg for
Heidelberg,
Body.
his first personal.
the body. Got to give him that free movement to the basket,
Edwin Lewis to shoot 2.
or at least beat him to the spot, right?
Right, and beat him in the spot. Again, another soft foul.
You would rather not see that foul called? Now, I think as a coach, I think you would be complaining if that did not get called. But as a player, you're probably thinking, don't call that foul.
Right.
Second free throw attempt by Lewis is good. 38-37, Tougaloo leading. 2:50 to play in the half. And we got a double dribble.
Let's see. Today, in 2 games, we've had a double dribble, a palming, and a 3-second call. What else that we don't normally get at, or we gonna see today?
Well, it's amazing that you see. Now, this is me being an ideal. I probably watch and deal with a lot more high school games, so I see this all the time. So maybe it's a little shocking when you say we don't see it all the time.
Not in the college level.
Okay. There's a basket. There's an attempt there by John Warren. He got one to go, and Talladega reestablishes the lead, 39-38. Both teams shooting an incredibly high field goal percentage. Talladega shooting 61.11%. Tougaloo shooting 48%. Now, that's just from the field. Both teams shooting 60% from the three-point line. Heidelberg got it blocked but came back with it.
He
The
walked first.
astonishing stat is Dega shoot 92% from the free throw line. Tougaloo shoot 80%.
Atwater for a 3. Count it.
Wow.
And the hot shooting continues as Sean Atwater knocks that one down and gives Tougaloo the lead, 41-39.
Yeah, they're going to keep trading these baskets. I'd love to see somebody get a nice little stretch.
There's an air ball by Daryl Baker. I'm sorry, you'd like to see what?
One of these teams get a nice little stretch lead.
A few defensive stops is what you're asking
That's
for.
what I'm asking.
Okay. This great flow that we have here, and you want to see defense now, Coach, huh?
It wins games.
Love-
Defense wins
love you,
games.
Coach.
But none of these people paid to see defense.
There's a deflection, but Johnson comes up with it. He's fouled from behind by Doby.
They came to see points. You know, chicks dig the long ball, as they say.
Fans love points.
If nothing
Y'all
else,
remember that commercial?
give
over
me
there?
one a dunk or something. Look, give me some excitement. But defense will just shut this down quickly.
Justin Johnson to shoot 2.
Well, you're right. That's one thing we have not seen. We haven't seen the strong dunk finishes at the rim. We've seen a lot of great shooting thus far. Tougaloo is now 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
Xavier Heidelberg checks in for Tougaloo, and R.J. Kelly back in for Talladega.
R.J. Kelly checked back in for Talladega.
My brother Radcliffe returns.
Rather Ratcliffe checks in for Tougaloo.
Right, I need you to put your coaching hat on. What would you say if your team shot 90% from the free throw line?
We're going to win a ball game. We're going to win a ball game. I always say just shoot over 70, and that's a good number. There's Atwater for three. Oh, my. Atwater. Sean, Atwater and Tougaloo has their largest lead, 46-39. Tougaloo on an 8-0 run right now. Nearly stolen away from behind. Turner in the corner. Turner gets it back. He shoots the three. He's fouled.
Oh, that was
Might have been a little bit of acting there.
You're going to appreciate this analogy. That was a Reggie Miller kick out right there, Brian.
It wasn't as smooth though as Reggie used to do them.
For the Bulldogs.
I grew up years watching Reggie Miller in that leg kick. That one was more of a
drop and roll.
Yeah. Well said. He'll go to the line to shoot three. He being DeAndre Turner. DeAndre Turner, 6'3" senior from my neck of the woods, Orlando, Florida.
They make ball players in Orlando.
Oh, they do. They make some pretty good ball players down there. You'd be surprised. Florida is more than just a state known for athletes that go on to play football.
Speaking of athletes that do more than football, Brian, you got something to tell the people about what you did yesterday? You worked with us yesterday?
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to be a part of a team that won a state championship yesterday.
Good deal.
So
David at school, Brian.
Orlando Christian Prep, 8-time Florida High School Athletic Association champions. The Darius Woods. What time is it? The bank is open with that three-pointer from the top of the key. 49-42, Tougaloo leading. 20 seconds to go.
They can hold it for the last shot. The shot
That's what Talladega will do. Shot clock is off. Seems like Talladega got away from their motion. Here they are in it. Turner's got to do something quick. Goes down. There's Doby. Baseline jump shot is good.
Good job.
And the hot shooting, I mean, what an outstanding half shooting that we have seen from both teams. Our halftime score, Tougaloo 49, Talladega 44. We'll take a break, go to halftime, and come back with statistics and more. You're watching the GCAC Basketball Championships on the Black College Sports Network.
It didn't. What happened was a gentleman wanted to do the Black College Sports Network in partnership with the HBCU for these black colleges.
Absolutely.
And it would have educated the Black College Sports Network. This is what he wanted to do. That would have educated a lot of black kids. Okay? That was the real reason why I got into it, was when I saw what happened with the Black College Sports Network, which
Majesty is a premium health and wellness tea line focused on bringing delicious yet healthy tea blends to the community. Filled with an abundance of vitamins and antioxidants, we work to blend teas with exotic spices and fruits to produce scrumptious and wholesome beverages. So check us out at mymajesties.com. That's MyMajesties.com. My Majesties, an Urban Passport member.
Now, you can live in Texas and not have a good red meat blend. Texas Cowboy Dust is designed for steak and other red meats. It's out to be my most popular spice blend, made with onions, peppers, ground mushrooms, pink salt, and other spices. Texas Cowboy Dust also goes great with chicken, pork, vegetables, and adds a restaurant quality sheen to gravies and sauces.
a gentleman wanted to do the Black College Sports Network in partnership with the HBCUs.
Let's face it, shopping for insurance can be time consuming. That's why when it comes to your auto, home, and life insurance needs, make things simple and trust the experts at Allstate. They will help you get the coverage that fits your needs while helping you bundle your life, home, and auto policies. Bundling saves you money, sure, but it also saves you time, so you can enjoy the things that matter most even more. Contact me, Tammy Haynes, your local agent, for a free personalized insurance quote. Allstate, are you in good hands?
Q Time is our classic Atlanta soul food restaurant located in the historic West End. Q Time Soul Food is a family business started by Fred and Christine Crenshaw. Come on in, relax, and sink your chops into our tantalizing, mouth-watering, distinctive soul food with a twist, the Q Time way. 1120 Ralph David Abernathy Boulevard, or call your order in at 404-758-2881. Do you miss your mama's cooking? Then come on down to Q Time, an Urban Passport member.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down. It's like a loop machine.
It didn't. What happened was a gentleman wanted to do the Black College Sports Network in partnership